heard before, I alluded to it, I don't want to make you look different. In fact, I'm going to show you in a moment how I take people that already look too different, and I don't know what the verb is, undifferent them, okay? Let's look at old photographs. Here's a lady in her mid-50s who's already had an extended brow. Does she look rested on the left? No. She had a mini facelift I did, and then just volume in all the right places, and now she's rested. You say, well, Doc, how about the lines? Didn't they get changed? What happened to, how about the lines? Forget the lines. I'm going to challenge your thinking. The lines are useless. I want to have you rethink it. It will not be clear at that point for another 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm going to blow everything your way. Everything you know I'm going to take and throw in the trash. Do the lines matter? No, it's volume. If you look at her, do the brows look heavy? Yeah, they do. They need more. Because there's convexity that's youthful. That's the trick. Understand the shape of that face is what's beautiful. And you know what's powerful about this photograph? She is on Accutane, which is, if you ask any plastic surgeon that has any brains, it will not touch a patient on Accutane. But this is incisionless. I can't make a cut, I can't do skin, but she looks younger. That's a frontal view. How about the work on the left? Do you like the work here? Do you think that left looks nice, or do you think my correction looks better? That's volume. It's understanding that I can shape a 59-year-old face and make it look 35. In every single case, no. But here's a good example of matching an old photograph. Did the other plastic surgeon begin with the old photograph or even ask for them? Ask yourself that one question. 51-year-old lady, that brow's high or low? It's low. Let's make it lower. I made it lower. It's over the eye. But why did I do that? How about looking at her at 35? That 35-year-old eye has a very full low eye. So let's understand what makes someone young. How about taking people that already look fake and unfaking them? How about people that look too much different and trying to erase that damage? Let's start with this lady. This story went national on Fox on every affiliate of the United States. I want you to see the before. That's the after by another surgeon. That is a brow lift, upper lower eyelid cheek implant. Is that rested to you? Is that natural? Is that young? How about taking the implants out, doing a little silicone to sculpt the lips, and then the rest of it's fat? Is that youthful? Is that better? It's not perfect. I can't take everything away that the other surgeon gave, but I can try. I can make a different impact on her. 73-year-old, so she looks pretty good, left with scars from phenol, and also overlifted brows. But adding volume creates a softness, creates a femininity. And I sculpt differently for men versus women. I have a different perspective, and I want you to understand that perspective. How about the eyes here, overcut? Do you like that look? Is that youthful to you? How about adding it back? How about doing the exact opposite of everything you've been programmed to think about? Here's a lady that came to me from California. Her lower eye pulled down from lower eyelid surgery. I filled it. And you know what's interesting about this? She came to me a year out and says, Doctor, I'm not going to wear any makeup. I really want to see the difference. She has no makeup. My mom, who I did about 3 weeks ago, you can see her come up here in a second, she said, I don't have to wear makeup anymore because there's so much light that hits a face that's youthful. And look at her eyelid position, her dry eye has been gone. Does that happen every time? No. But that's pretty good if I can subtract not only her previous surgery, but the functional deficit she was left with. And this is what's interesting. I didn't touch her brows. Rare cases of brows too heavy. Now I balanced it by pushing the lower face forward. That's the artistry. That's what makes it different. That's a book I wrote, came out last year. Sold tremendously in academic meetings. This is for surgeons. Don't go out and buy a $250 book because it's a waste of your money. This is for surgeons to understand this revolution. Do we have to do anything with sedation? Can I just come in your office for 5 minutes and make me look better? All right. There it is. Have you seen a result looking like that? That's Restylane. You know what I didn't fill? Her lines. So what do you get filled every 3 months? Your lines? On the left, she already had her lines filled. And if you can believe it, does that look rested to you on the left with the lines? Guess what I didn't fill for her? Her lines. I filled her volume. This is painless, by the way. And I know you don't believe me. And my staff can tell you it's painless, but of course you can't believe them, but it's painless. It takes me less than 10 minutes to do this. And it gives you the semblance of fat. It gives you a preview of what I can do permanently for you. The lines look deeper. Is that okay if you look this good at 49? Understanding volume is the trick. Understanding shape and design work. That's everything here.